Well, when I first was told about all the different technology, it was very confusing for me. And I was given the Dexcom and also the Medtronic devices to have a look into, and it was very overwhelming. I didn't understand it, and I was on the websites and I had no idea what they were talking about. But I've been using CGM since I was diagnosed, and I can't imagine having diabetes and not having that. So yeah, I choose not to have a pump because I prefer daily injections, but yeah, I couldn't live without my Freestyle Libre or my CGM. So when I was first diagnosed, my diabetes educator told me about all the different options. I did some research online and I found that confusing, so I went back to talk to my educator about it, and they sort of explained it a little bit more, and we decided that I'd try out the Dexcom. And I liked that. It was better. I didn't have to do as many finger pricks, and I used that for I think 6 months, and then the Freestyle Libre was available, so I decided to go on to that, and now I use that one every day, and that really helps me with my management. I would say definitely look into it and give it a go. I know some people are apprehensive to use it because they've been managing their diabetes for so long without it, but it's really changed my life and the way that I manage my diabetes, so I can't imagine living without it. So definitely give it a go. During my diabetes journey, I became aware of different choices and options for me to manage my diabetes. The different technology choices were initially a bit confusing and overwhelming. Diabetes technology includes devices for how we monitor our glucose levels and also for how we deliver our insulin. I'm going to explain a little bit about the main types of diabetes technology. Glucose meters have been available for nearly 50 years and come in all shapes and sizes. Some have more bells and whistles than others. If you have type 1 diabetes, you need to have a meter that can check for ketones. Chat to your diabetes educator if you'd like to find out more about which meters are right for you. Continuous glucose monitoring is a way to measure your glucose levels continually. Patterns and trends in glucose levels throughout the day and night can be seen. Some of the benefits of CGM are that it can be programmed to sound alarms if glucose levels go above or below your target range. You don't need to do as many finger pricks, but there are still times when finger pricks are needed. You can see what your glucose levels are 24 hours a day. Some devices connect to insulin pumps via Bluetooth. Some devices can share the data with up to 5 people via a smartphone app. All people with type 1 diabetes are eligible for subsidised CGM access through the NDSS, so make sure you see what you're eligible for. Now I'll talk a little bit about insulin pumps. An insulin pump is a small electronic device that holds a reserve of insulin. It's about the size of a mobile phone and is worn 24 hours a day outside of the body. Insulin pumps deliver insulin into the body through thin plastic tubing known as the infusion set. The infusion set has a fine needle or flexible cannula that is inserted just below the skin, and it stays in place for 2 to 3 days. Only rapid-acting insulin is used in an insulin pump. Whenever food is eaten, the pump delivers a surge or bolus of insulin. This is similar to the way that the pancreas does in people who do not have diabetes. Between meals, small and steady amounts of insulin are delivered continuously. Many insulin pumps available now use hybrid closed-loop technology when you also use a CGM. These pumps can automatically adjust some of your insulin based on the glucose information coming from your CGM. Pump prices range from $8,500 to $10,000, so check to see if you're eligible for private health rebates or any other subsidies. People with diabetes need to remember one size doesn't fit all, and finding the right technology for you to manage your diabetes can take time and experimentation. Using technology to help manage your diabetes does not replace actively managing your diabetes every day. Technology is not a set and forget. Making any change to the way that you manage your diabetes can be scary and confronting, so try not to get too overwhelmed with the options. It's a good idea to chat with your diabetes healthcare team. You may also find it useful to speak to other people that you know with diabetes, whether that's in a support group, face-to-face, or online. A few points to consider are: consider how big the device is. Does the device or combination of devices, continuous glucose monitor or pump, feel comfortable for you to wear? Does the device do what you want and need it to do? For example, can you download the data and email it to your healthcare professional? Does it have alarms? And so on. If you're thinking about the different types of diabetes technology that are available, talk to your diabetes nurse educator or someone else in your diabetes management team first to help you explore the options and then decide what device is right for you. Remember, your healthcare team can help you get the devices, teach you how to use the device, help you understand the results, and help you with any of your diabetes management care changes that you might need. Remember that it's your diabetes and it's your choice, so make the diabetes technology work for you.